So Herman just told me it sounds like we got a couple of the pigs are out. All right, so we're gonna go get him back in. I just got finished today getting prepped for butchering next week. So it is perfect timing. Not that you, as I've said in the past, you don't butcher your pigs because they get out, but I needed, basically, I needed a few days to get everything ready. My Polaris needed the gearbox rebuilt, and so I needed to pull that in the shop, and that's kind of where I do the processing of the pigs is in the shop, and so it's just kind of part of the deal is, you know, need to get one thing out so I can get something else in. So let's go find our pigs, and then we're going to put them back and see where they got out. I have a sneaking suspicion that they found some old fencing and just picked it up with their schnoots, as Herman says. All right, we're gonna go find them. By the way, welcome to A Simple Life with Clint. Well, Clay ran off and Cal, and Herman's over there, and there's a bunch of dogs. Come on, Merle! We're not missing any. Are they in there?
Yeah, only 3 of them.
All right, well, move out of the way. Clay, get down the road towards the Kubota. Clint, get up the road, and I'll go from the other end. Oh, there they are. There's 3 of them. I think I know who's missing. I think Tubby's missing. I think Tubby didn't bother to even leave the pig area because he's too tubby. That's my guess. All right. Come on, let's go. Come on. There you go, come on. Back it up. Why are you going? Yeah, there you go. There you go. That's not... All right. Well, that actually might be Tubby right there. No, that's not Tubby. That one, that's not Tubby. Merle, no! Good boy, Merle. No, I think Tubby's still in the pig area. Come on, piggies. Come on, piggies. Come on. That one gets his hair all up in a mohawk every single time. That's that hog. That's that hog. Let's see if they'll tell us where they got in. All right, yep. How do they get through that stinking hole? Well, I guess that's how they do it. Hey, piggies! All right, 4 amigos are back in. You know, they're just getting bored. That's really what this comes down to. They're getting bored. And I know I'm about to butcher them. Like I was just saying, I just cleared out the shop and got it all set up to butcher. But you know, I actually had I saw something really cool today. In the past, Merle was a little bit more willing to try to chase the pigs. Today, he just let me do my work. He didn't bother me. He didn't get in the way of the pigs. He stayed out of the way, and which is really great because it means this old guy, he's still learning. He's still learning. I've had some livestock guardian dogs that are just pure stubborn, but this guy is a good boy. He's just needing a confidence boosting. And I was actually chatting with a woman on a group called Goat 911. If you have problems with your goats, you can go to the website. I think you can just Google search Goat 911, and they have numbers of folks on there that have years and years of experience. And I've used them, I don't know, probably 10 times. six to 10 times. I've had, goats that died, right after giving birth, like 24 hours later. I had one goat get goat polio. He was browsing. He must have eaten something that threw his rumen off, and he was like stagger blind by the time I realized what was going on. And so I turned him into a pincushion by giving him, I think it was 2 doses, huge doses of vitamin B twice a day for about, I want to say 2 or 3 weeks. I felt so bad for that goat. He was literally a pincushion. But you know what? He came back around and is great. So, anyways, I called them today because of Snow White. One of our goats has a growth on the side of her neck, or some type of growth. And we were worried it could possibly be CL, which is, it's bad. It's you really don't want to deal with that on in your herd. And she gave me some advice, gave me a couple things to do. We were already kind of had some ideas of how we could treat it if it was CL. But we've had this happen in the past, and it went away. And you're going, oh, well, you can't just count on things going away. Well, we have a pretty closed herd. This year we've gotten 2 goats around this time last year, and they were both from people that we knew, and very good operations, very clean operations, not something that we would be questioning at all, that the goat came with, something. So we're very much questioning whether it's CL, or could it be the fact that my goats run around hawthorns, which have big old nasty thorns on them. They run a little bit in like some woodsy area. There's blackberry in there, as well as there could potentially be wasp or yellow jackets. So we're questioning whether or not she might have gotten stung or gotten something on her. So it appeared literally overnight almost. It's a goat that Christine's been milking, and one day there was nothing, and the next day all of a sudden there was a big lump kind of right down in this area on the goat. Obviously you're not a goat. Are you a goat? You're not a goat? Okay. He's not a goat. Oh, what'd you say? But you like goats. Okay. You wouldn't mind if your mother was a goat. Is that what you're trying to say? You wouldn't take it that far. Anyways, so we're going to isolate that goat. We're going to see what happens and treat it like it's CL. And we'll probably do a culture of it if we drain it. Now there's 2 different ways that I've heard of dealing with CL. You can use formalin, which basically embalms the cyst underneath the skin, and then it falls off. And the other option is to lance it and to drain it. The issue with lancing and draining is if it's CL, then that pus is very contagious, and you have to treat it like it's nuclear waste, just about. You want to treat it like that. The good part about the formalin is if you use formalin, it completely embalms the whole entire thing, and it basically just falls off over the course of some time, but it doesn't spread once it does that. So we're going to see what shows up. We have formalin coming. What shows up in time, how she progresses, what things look like, and we're going to go from there. It's just kind of one of those adventures, you're always... Okay. I'm always trying to learn new skills and new things that I can do to empower our family to be able to do more of this stuff, as well as to be able to show my kids how to do this stuff. I want all my kids to understand the anatomy and the biology and the overall systems that help an animal run. It's a bit like working on a vehicle. So it's one of the reasons why for this kind of stuff, I really like to have the experience so I can pass that knowledge on to my kids. And hopefully they can continue to pass it on. Hey, even if they never need it, it's great to have. Anyways, we are going to call it a day. It's a lazy Sunday afternoon. Herman's coming down to our place for some dinner and dessert and to watch some hunting shows, I think. That's generally what we do. And the boys and I had a good day today. We got some stuff done, and me and Clinton have a great little story we're going to tell you soon. And Clay and I managed to get my shop cleaned out and get the Polaris moved. And yeah, so anyways, thank you so much.
We'll see you on the next Circle Life. Goodbye.